What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast. Those of you on YouTube right now, thank you so much for tuning in. You'll see a new face. Let's see up there. That is Dan Hodges. Dan, the man Hodges, has agreed to come onto the show and be our fourth. We have a foursome is complete now. I said on what did I say on threads earlier today? The negotiations were long, brutal, overwhelming, but yeah, we landed them. So, Dan, welcome to the show, sir.
To your group.
So Dan is we promise it will get better. This is he's doing this from his phone. And
you sounded like a robot. Thanks for having me.
There will be some glitches, but
happy to be
happy to be here. Yes. So I wanted to bring Dan on. He's been hanging out with us for many, many years. It goes back to we met him at Legends Never Die. Just out of the blue, he joined and came out and played. And yeah, we found out quickly that he is a stick. He can absolutely play golf. Is many times over champion of the VGN, known for his major victories. So, Dan, why don't you let everybody know a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in Vegas for, and what's your golf jam?
Yeah, and let's hear the Colombian drug lord story.
No Colombian drug lord, but yeah, started playing golf really early. Got introduced to the game by my dad, 5, 6 years old. Just fell in love with it from there. Whole entire junior golf career down there. Moved here to Vegas in 1999, so I've actually lived longer here in Vegas than I ever did in California. But still continued playing golf. Was caddying at Bears Best for a while. Met a guy who super loaded. He helped me kind of achieve a little bit of my dream as far as playing some tour events, mini tour events, and traveling to play golf. Didn't have to work for about 3 years, and he just kind of, wrote blank checks to me. So that was kind of cool. And unfortunately, reality, set in after a while, and had to come back to Vegas and still playing golf, still love it, and now I'm part of the VGN with you guys.
Yeah, another reason I wanted to bring you in because you travel a lot. Joe travels a lot now. He's Mr. Golf Trip, and you guys have your own little private chat where you talk about all the trips you're gonna go on and not invite any of us to. So but we're all going to Bandon next year. We just played this past weekend at Rio. We played Black Desert, and so it was just a very fitting thing to bring somebody else on that is as passionate as we are about the game, loves to play, loves to travel, loves all the aspects of it. And yeah, so again, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. It's pretty cool. Thank you.
There's no secret golf chat. It's just it happens out of nowhere.
I don't believe
Yeah.
it.
I've received invitations.
Oh,
but I've declined every single time, so I may not anymore.
Yes, that's 100%. You see a picture and you're like, yeah.
Why is that? You see a picture.
The ultimate boys trip for courses under $100, and then you get hooked, and the next thing you know, I'm sending these things to Joe, and 2 days later, there's a trip being planned. So it's a domino effect.
That's exactly what happens. That's it.
I swear.
That's hilarious. All right, so on this week's show, I'm going to cover some of the things we're going to talk about. I got a round in at TPC Las Vegas. We all played Rio Seco on Sunday. We got a VGN tournament this weekend out at Aliante. Yana Wilson was just in the U.S. Women's Amateur. I'm unfortunately not going to Sleepy Hollow for the U.S. Mid-Am this year. Swing changes for me.
So Andrew's in it?
But I'm not going.
But he's not in it.
He's not in it now.
Okay.
Some swing changes brought along some bag changes for me.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about that. And let's see, the PGA Tour playoffs, just the first round wrapped up. Top 30 advance, and we got some notables who are on the cusp of missing out on the finals. So I want to start off with TPC Vegas. Got an invite to go out there with our boy Matt Plummer. I have been hesitant to go there because they've really jacked up the rates even for locals. I think it's a great layout, great course, great facilities. There's not a lot wrong with it other than the price. But hey, you got a nice course right now. This time of the way the economy's going, they're going to get as much as they can. So, but they had the TPC Interclub where all the TPC clubs have a tournament, and they hosted it at TPC Vegas, and that was a couple of days prior to when we played. And the course was in phenomenal condition. I mean, absolutely perfect golf course conditions. The greens were a little beat up, a lot of pitch marks, but bunkers were fantastic. The fairways were excellent. The tee boxes were great. The greens were fast, and it was a really, really good time. So, I mean, if you want to book now, it's probably worth the price because the conditions are just stupid. And you're going to have the overseed coming up here soon. I'm pretty sure they're doing an overseed there. So if you want to play some really great condition golf right now, head out to TPC Vegas.
Sean was telling me that during like the week, like Monday through Thursday, it's 125 for locals, which is, I would say that's a good deal for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously weekends it's going to get more pricey.
Yeah.
The 175 is a hefty price tag, especially for me. I used to be able to walk on for $40-$50 when I worked up there, and
it's hard to drop
it's
that.
hard. It's very difficult for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to pay $200 to play TPC Las Vegas when 4 years ago I was paying $40. It's hard to do. It's a great course. I love the place. Probably one of the best courses that I used to play pretty often, and but it goes back to the green fees and the influx of new golfers, and it's like people are willing to pay whatever they need to pay to play golf, and the recession's coming, and the great reset is happening soon. I'm sure.
Great reset. Bring it on. We need the great reset.
But it's a great place, but it's very difficult for me to pay $175.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to want to hold a VGN tournament out there, it would be a $300 entry fee.
Yeah. I mean,
which is just crazy.
But it's a great spot. It's a great course. There's John Daly has a low score out there, I think. I mean, there's some stuff out there that's kind of cool. And
the Champions Tour or PGA Senior Tour, whatever you want to call it now, they used to host an event out there back when it was called TPC Canyons. It was part of the rotation for the Las Vegas Invitational a couple times. So it's a good course.
And right? It's always in good shape, but it's expensive.
It was in really good shape. Like, I was like, wow, this is pretty freaking awesome.
I mean, if I was an out-of-towner, I mean, obviously out-of-towners aren't getting that 175 rate at TPC Las Vegas, but
no,
the out-of-town rate at Paiute is probably close to that. I mean, you weigh that, I'd probably rather go to Paiute personally if I was visiting.
Yeah.
But that's got the TPC name, so people think that, hey, yo.
Yep. Okay, so
that's why you need to hit us up when you come into town. We'll let you know.
Exactly. Reasons to tune in. So Rio Seco. You know what? I was kind of surprised. I expected it to be in a little bit better shape than what it was. There was some kind of rough spots in the fairways, but I thought other than that, I thought the course was really, really good. Dan, let's get your first assessment of a golf course that we recently played. Tell the people what you think.
I thought it was in good shape. The rough out there are some spots out there where,
oh my God.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a wedge or whatever you have in your hand. If you don't strike it right, that ball's going nowhere. And
I can attest.
A few of those spots. Yes, exactly. I was in a couple of spots a couple days ago, and other than that, though, I thought it was in good shape. The greens were healthy; they were in good shape. They had some speed. a little firm. Full shots would be received in the green pretty well, but chipping, you got to pick
Yeah,
your spot.
I was surprised to hear Trey. I was surprised to hear Trey say that he thought the greens were slow.
The whole group said that though. Colby said that.
I didn't.
I heard that from Colby and Trey.
Yeah,
Slow.
I didn't think they were slow at all.
No, I didn't think so.
I mean, the greens at TPC Vegas were probably running 13s, maybe 13 and a half. Like they were fast. And I thought Rio was 11, 12s.
Yeah, 10, 11.
All right, 10, 11, 12. But I didn't think they were slow. I didn't think they were slow at all.
I thought they were like the right pace. They were perfect speed.
Yeah.
You don't lose control. I mean, there was a few where we ran them by, but when you're above the hole, I didn't feel nervous that it was going to run 10 feet by like some places, but
yeah,
they're okay. They're good.
Yeah, it's a fun layout. It's one of my favorite in town. The range, they've done a really good job. The way they've improved everything. Range attendants or the card attendants were a little snippety in the morning. Range is closed. Range isn't open yet. And I'm like, well, shit, we tee off in 15 minutes. What the hell?
Well, they typically don't expect people teeing off at 6:30 to show up at 4:30 in the morning either. So
hey, calm down. I was there at 6 o'clock. Good grief. Sean was there before me. I said, "What'd you sleep here?"
Well, he wakes up at 3:30 every day, but
he had an hour drive to get there too.
Yeah, true. But speaking of the rough spots, I think most of the rough spots that you're mentioning were kind of in the low like drainage areas for the most part that I saw. So
well, I was just surprised that there was some where I saw them at, if that makes sense. It just
might have been a couple, yeah.
It just seemed like there was some areas that looked bad and it could be, hey, the summer grass is done and we're not going to bring it back for a month before we oversee the place, so let's just let it go. I could see that happening. So,
yeah,
like the entire Lexington golf course right now.
Yeah, the rough was insane. But I feel like lately the courses we've been playing and I've been playing, the rough has just been thick everywhere. I think the wet spring we had and early summer caused that, because this is the first time. Usually if you want long rough, you go to like Arroyo, or even Paiute sometimes gets that thick rough. Everywhere has it now.
Dude, wait till you play Aliante Saturday.
I've never seen rough there.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty stroke.
I thought Rio's was a penalty stroke.
Yeah, 100%. It's the same way. 100%. It's almost the same grass. A little bit, not so much Bermuda-y. Bermuda-y, is that a word? But yeah, it's a penalty stroke. It's because you cannot. I don't care who you are. It's very tough to get out of that shit.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a eat your medicine type of situation, and just punch out real quick and then get on with your day, because it was like sitting up, but it was sitting down, and it was just kind of like I had one where I was like, oh, this is gonna fly, because it was sitting up on it, and it's like, no, but that's probably me, because I probably hit it fat as fuck and it just died.
That was me on 6. I was in the rough off the tee, and I knew I was 180 yards out. I'm like, I know I'm not going to get this here. I'm just going to try and muscle it up there. And oh my God, it felt like I hit a wall with the club. It just didn't go through the grass at all. It just stopped.
Yeah, I mean, so for you guys, like, how do you judge? I mean, you have to judge your lie, right? Like, we hear the players talk about all the time on tour, like judging our lie, and type of situation. Like, I mean, how do you judge that? Like, if it looks like it's sitting up, like, how do you hit that? What do you think about? Like I had that one that looked like a flyer to me, and it just died.
So there were some that I had where the ball looks like it's sitting down in the rough, and then you put your club by it, and your club is lower than the ball is.
Lower than the ball, yeah.
So there's a ton of those, and I'm a sweeper, so those weren't as bad. But the ones that are really deep, I try to get steep, which is hard for me because I'm not a steep. My swing plane is not steep, but I try to get as steep as possible and just pop it up. Dan, you're really good at that. You hit several.
Well, you
good shots
compress
out
the
of the
shit
rough.
out of the ball, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't do well
I've
out of that rough though. Sweeping.
yeah, it's a little high. I think if it sits down, I try to go attack it a little bit more. If it sits up, or if it's like going with the rough, you're gonna gotta expect a jumper a little bit. It's hard to gauge the jumpers though because like on our very first hole, I had 110 yards in. I almost hit it in the street, and so
Yeah.
Remember that,
it
yeah.
was, that was a 30-yard miscalculation. So sometimes either it doesn't fly or club down, and hopefully you guessed right.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was like, whoa, shit, fucking flew it. But I did the same shit, and I was in the
Yeah.
fairway. So
Yeah, and I did these opposite. I came up short.
what a game! What a game!
That was my day.
It's
It's like one more way the pros. I mean, it's so impressive to see the tour players because every week they play a course with different types of grass and different rough.
Right.
And I'm sure they remember things about courses. They get jumpers out of this grass, or they bury in this one. But for them to be able to adapt every single week, especially when these guys like the FedEx Cup, the playoffs, every single top player is playing every week for 3 weeks, and every course is different.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how they can adapt and still score well out of different types of conditions.
I wonder how deep those guys go into it's like some of the players got to go pretty deep, like diving deep into grass and agronomy.
Doesn't Tiger have 3 or 4 different grasses in his backyard?
I think so. Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
how deep does the average tour player go with grass, and how much do they actually understand on the thickness of blades on whatever the grass is? Do they Wikipedia it before? I mean, that'd be interesting to if we could talk to Harry about that, to understand how deep he goes into a course that he's never played. Does he go as far down into the hole, on the grass itself?
Well, Dan, how deep did you go when you were playing courses on the mini tours, or did you just show up and light it up?
Well, I didn't. But yeah, I just pretty much just showed up and played. I didn't really have, those guys are privy to getting to the course early and then playing a couple of practice rounds and all that stuff and spending all day out there. I didn't really have that. I would go check out the course the day before for a couple hours and then show up and get ready to go. So I also feel too a lot of their caddies take on that responsibility. Maybe
True, yeah.
They go around course really get in deep, just so they take a little bit out of the mind of their player and just let them golf, so they don't have to think about, oh, what kind of lie is that going to get? What kind of this, they just get out there, give them their number, and go. I think the caddies on tour do a big job of really getting into the roots and getting into the details of how the course is going to play. But yeah, as far as me, no, I just kind of showed up.
You just soul golfed it, huh?
Oh,
just kind of winged it.
There was I can't remember who it was, but I think last year on Golf Channel they were showing, it might have been a major, someone's caddy was out there and he actually had a wedge with him and he was dropping balls in the rough and just hitting chip shots out, hitting full shots. It was interesting. I never saw that, but I think there's some caddies are probably a lot more into that than others.
Absolutely. You also have your pros out there that are nerds, like Phil. You remember that one interview where he was talking about,
oh my God,
the wedges flying and the grass and dew in the morning. There's going to be some pros that are nerds like that have that stuff on lock.
How much percent he's taken off a trajectory in a 45-degree weather with dew and a blade of grass that's bending to the right and sun hasn't hit it yet. It's like, what?
Exactly. And they know, because a lot of these courses, they're repetitive. They play them year after year after year. And they play them during certain times of the year, during certain seasons. So they already kind of remember from the year prior. All right, man, remember this when it was a little dewy in the morning? We kept, this ball was knuckling out of here. We couldn't get any spin on them. We were flying them, So I think a lot of that plays in there too.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. So we got the VGN tournament this week. It sucks. Dan hasn't been able to play a lot this year because he's had a lot of going on at work. But I mean, you're still really close to the top in the point standing. So it's not like you're taking a beating. Jeremy's coming for you though. But we got 48 players going to be teeing it up Saturday morning. Got a little 7:30 a.m. shotgun. And I'm surprised. I really thought we were going to get more people for this one. It's, kind of a course that the people north of the valley really like. And to not get some of those guys to show up for it, it is what it is. But I think it's going to be a good day. The weather's supposed to be typical monsoony, thunderstorms, maybe rain, maybe lightning. It may be 105. You just never know right now. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, the course, it's in really good shape. And we got a pretty balanced fields. We got, I think, 12, 12, 12, and 11. 2, 4, 0, maybe 13, 12, 12, and 11. It's going to be a good time. So
I think I've only played Aliante one time when there was grass there. And I think that was with Jeremy. Mm-hmm. Every other time I've played it, it's just dormant, firm, hard, run out. So I'm excited. I think, look, I'm not a big fan of the Aliante layout, but I think it's a fun course. I think it gets kind of wonky after number 1, I think it is. And then you go 2, 3, 4, and then you kind of turn back around. And but there's some good holes out there. I'm excited. I typically play pretty well out there. So I like that place. But it's of course going to be fun to see it with grass because I don't see that very often.
Yeah, I think when you leave 2 and you come around to 3 and you get that mountain the very first time, you see the big ass mountain on the golf course in the background. I think that's a really cool view. That a green
the short
golf
4 on par.
No, the par 5, the par 5. That's got the ravine that runs sideways across it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right before the par 3. Yeah. Great view of the mountain there. And it's just like, wow, that's a really big ass mountain. You don't realize it. You're so close to it.
Yeah, because you're always so far away from it because it's on the other side of town.
It's a little dot for me. But hey, I will tell everybody that is headed that way from the south side of the valley. Take the 15 out to the new 215 out by the speedway and cut back up. It is an incredibly fast way to get out there.
Yeah, you stop at Tacos El Gordo too over there on Craig as well.
Yeah.
It used to take me.
I've been to that one. That's the only time I've been to Tacos El Gordo, and it was that one. And it was like 10 p.m. It was very strange.
Those are good on those fucking spigots, man. They fucking just slice them shits up. Look real nice.
Sorry, that transitioned quickly.
A little spicy pork on them.
Oh, good Lord. All right, so
excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. So the pairings got sent out to everybody today. Side money, you need to pay your side money. So
it'll come, and don't worry about it.
Me.
I got an email today. Hey, all my slackers.
Yep. Because you know why? You know why I said that? Because
I do it just to irritate you.
We have a lot of people that have already paid. I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah, I do it just to irritate you a little bit. That's the only reason I wait till the end.
Well, what I'll do is I won't remind you, and then
you'll send me 30,000 emails.
Yeah. No, I just won't you won't be in the game, and then you're like, oh, come on, I was in it.
The rest of the field gets 29,999. I get 30,000. So
no, I don't send you to quite a few that I send to everybody else. So just imagine that. Yeah. Okay. So Andrew, my buddy Andrew Gainey, tried last week, qualified for the U.S. Mid-Am, was hoping he got through like he did a couple years ago because it's at Sleepy Hollow, and I really want to go to Sleepy Hollow, and also made a connection for somebody at Winged Foot, so we're going to have a really good week, but fell a couple strokes short, so no New York trip for Matt, and we'll have to wait again until next year to see if he can do that.
Hey, quick little shout out real quick at JSH_golf on Instagram. He is a fellow True Linkswear collective member. He won the Jake Hutt giveaway for the Shrixon irons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so shout out to him. He just messaged me. I messaged him a little bit, but he was like, never played the ZX irons from Shrixon, and I was telling him, like, they're great, like, good win. That's a huge win to win some
Heck
irons.
yeah.
Like,
Hell
man,
yeah.
I didn't know Jake Hutt was going to give away 5 sets. It looks like it was 5 sets. Like,
Yeah.
that's a
Did you
hell of
watch
a
the
win.
video?
I did watch the video, but I may have had a few hazies. But
Yeah.
he won. Fellow True Collective member. Good on him. He's up in, I think he's in Wisconsin or I think he's in Wisconsin. He was the guy that came out here and he was asking for advice on the Discord, and we told him go to Paiute, and he went to Paiute and he loved it. So
Right.
shout out to him. Like, that's a big win, man. A full
yeah.
set of irons.
Hell
That's
yeah.
$1,000 right there.
Fuck yeah, that
That's
is.
huge.
That's amazing.
Oh, Yana. I crossed off Yana. Did you guys watch that at all? Have you watched any of the?
I watched
and
a little bit.
The girl she
Belair
lost to
looked
made
sick,
it to
though.
the finals.
Yep.
So,
Belair
but yeah,
looks incredible.
Yeah, oh my God, does that place not look amazing? I mean, to be the Fresh Prince, good
Looks
Lord.
sick, yeah. I mean, shout out Will Smith.
That place
Kind of.
looked,
I don't know.
I thought it looked way better than the LA Country Club.
I thought it did too.
I mean, how are they not playing the U.S. Open there? Good Lord.
And maybe it's not long enough. I don't know the yardage of that, but some of that bunkering looked really sick. Like, those green complexes looked dope.
Dan, have you been on the property?
No, that's super exclusive.
Yeah,
The only
super,
thing I know,
super.
the only thing I know about that place is I don't know if you guys are familiar with Eddie Marin's. Some would call a legendary teaching professional. He's pretty sure he's long gone now, but yeah, he used to teach out of Bel Air Country Club.
Yeah,
That's all I
that
know.
place looks sick. That
I mean,
place looks dope.
that bridge that crosses.
That's the one with the bridge.
Oh my God, so freaking cool.
And don't they have the coolers with the Uncrustables in them too? I think that's the place where it's like, you know how like when we went to Purcell Farm, they had the apples in the coolers.
Apples.
I think at Bel Air they have Uncrustables in the coolers, so you can just grab an Uncrustable and get on your way.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That's kind of cool.
I mean,
it's a little far off from.
It's a couple $1 million a year to be a member there, but they got Uncrustables. Let's do it.
Hey, a lot of those people are going to be coming to Vegas soon, so.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so Yana had a heartbreak. She it was crazy because she was up 5, and I texted these guys and I'm like, hey, Yana's up 5, and then Yana's up 4, Yana's up 3, Yana's up 2. They're tied. She's down. It was like just what had happened was the girl she was playing just started putting her ass off and was making everything. Then ironically, she gets to the first playoff hole and has a 2-footer to win and misses it. So then they go to the next hole. Yana sticks it to 10 feet. Girl hits it long. She's got a 30-foot putt coming back and drains it, and Yana ends up missing hers. But congrats to her for making the 16. She didn't make it last year. So to the round of 32, I think, or 64. So big accomplishment. These are the best young women players in the world. So
look, Yana's going to be fine.
Oh,
she's going to be fine.
She's yeah, she's going to be fine. So, All right. You want to talk about this?
It's a trophy.
So this is one of my favorite clubs in my bag. I love to hate it.
It's what is it? Because for the non-viewers.
Oh yeah, it's a TaylorMade Sim Titanium, the original Sim Titanium 5-wood. You can see it's getting, those of you who are watching, you can see it's
getting a sweet spot.
No. Yeah, most legit players, there's like a little bit of silver right here. Yeah, I like to use I like to get all aspects. Don't want to waste any of this metal. But yeah, so this is the first for me. I've never broken a club. Never broken a club, never in a fit of rage have thrown a club or got in an altercation. Well,
You've never thrown a club?
I mean, I've like tossed one up in the air, but not like and chucked it across the course. So
I'll tell you what, it was my first time witnessing someone snapping a Ventus over their knee. So
yeah, it was yeah, it's one of those.
to me, it's like, that's $200.
That's the second Ventus I've seen snapped over a body part, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was blue. Bobby's was blue.
Second blue one.
Yeah.
Grass-fed ribeyes right there. I mean, come on.
Yes. Ah, goodness.
Did it feel good after, or was the guilt immediate?
Oh no, I had no remorse whatsoever.
See, that's my thing. I would have been so pissed at myself if I did that.
Well, one, I was ready to take that shaft out of that club because it has not been doing well for me. I thought it might help with my what?
It was the shaft.
Oh, 100%. Nothing to do with me. My swing
The
was
shaft
fine.
has not been doing what it needs to
No.
do for me.
The shaft was clearly the issue, not my illiterate golf swing right now. No, I had a UST in there that I was hitting fairly well, and I thought the Ventus would help tighten up my dispersion a little bit with it, and it just has not jived well for me. So I was telling these guys, Joe, before you hopped on, that I started okay, hit a good drive, approach came up short, whatever, hit a good drive on 2, kind of in the bunker, wasn't great, hit a okay shot on 3, chipped up, made the par, fairway green, 2-putt par, hit a great drive on 5, and then the water started heating up. I shanked that. Joe hits his tee shot 10 feet off the green into a tree. And so this is a hole we pop on, and I'm like, okay, so I hit a good drive, right? I said, okay, I gotta play this hole out. This one's on me. And I shanked it like all hosel, 100%, 90 degrees to the right in a bush. And I was like, and there's no finding it. There's no looking for it. So I just dropped and hit my next shot out of the mowed down rough that was still nasty and shanked that again. It was on the cart path. I took the drop, hit that chip short, and then hit another chip over the green and almost hold that putt. But yeah, so the water was hot. The water was hot. And then 6, we get there. I hit the green, 3-putt like a turd, just hit the worst putt of the day. Ended up 3-putting, get on the 7th, hit a weak tee shot. I'm in the rough, chunk out of that. I end up in a swampy marsh. I chunk out of that. I'm in the bunker. I thin it over the. I just fucking bladed out of the
ball there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I was and Dan's like, "Oh, I saw where it was." I'm like, "No,
There's a lot of balls flying at Dan. There's a lot of balls flying at Dan.
Oh yeah,
Sunday.
Joe hit him in the head.
Yeah, I did.
So then we get up to the 8th hole. I hit my drive, and it's another weak drive. Get out the 5 wood and just cold topped it. Cold topped it.
And then the second golfer topped it too.
Well, that's where the percolating.
I could have seen you snapping the second golfer's club, but not the first.
I expected the hybrid to go too.
Oh, So, yeah, just a horrible top. And so I'm like, fuck. I mean, it didn't even get to where Dan and Jeremy were playing from. That's how bad it was. And so I said, I'm going to hit another shot. I got it. This is like killing me. And so had I not hit the exact same shot, the shaft probably would have made it through the rest of the day. But the fact that I dropped a ball and my second
you snapped
guy
it on the first one.
No, it was the second one.
No, it was the first one.
You hit hybrid with the second one.
Yes, I was there.
No,
I was right next to you. You snapped it on the first shot.
No, I didn't.
All right, if that's what you want to tell yourself.
No, I hit it. I topped it. I went over. I hit it again.
You hit it. You topped it. You snapped the club. You hit it again.
I dropped the ball, hit it, did it again, snapped it, and that's when I said, I took out my hybrid and I said to Jeremy, I said, or to, maybe it's you, Joe. I said, if the same thing happens, there's a good chance that that happens to this shaft as well.
No, you didn't say anything to me.
Okay, I said that to Jeremy.
I was trying not to. Yeah,
It
I was
just
just in the
it just
bunker
turns
minding my own
quiet.
business.
It's just quiet after that.
I know, and I feel bad because you don't want to be that guy, but it was just, like I said, the water was percolating, and after I topped that first one, it went, it was full on, and it needed to go. It needed to go.
All right. So me being the soul golfer that I am, and almost converting the other two that are not you to soul golf, like, how much does that help you? Does that help you?
What?
Are you happy?
Oh yeah, I'm 100%. I was that.
You love yourself?
Always. I'm always gonna love myself.
I'm just making sure.
Oh,
just
I'm
checking in on a friend.
I am mentally fine.
Okay.
I am.
I just want to know.
As
That-
mentally erratic as you are.
Yeah, as erratic as you are mentally.
I mean, we saw this coming, obviously.
No,
You need to. So a few weeks back, like Max Homa wrote on his glove, NFG, no fucks given. So I think you need to write in your little crest here on the thumb and IJAG. It's just a game. A little IJAG action.
IJAG.
It's just a game.
Yep, IJAG right there.
IJAG.
Just a game, bro.
Oh, I know,
IJAG.
and this is just a shaft. It's just a golf shaft.
And you are just a person.
Can you be a soul golfer if you break clubs?
That's
Or have
probably a
history of
violation of the
breaking
terms
clubs?
of
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, like if you sign the terms and conditions, I
Yeah,
don't know.
like
If,
no
I don't
more.
know if that would have been in there.
Yeah.
Because
Soul
I've broken
golfer is an
clubs.
asshole golfer.
Oh yeah, I know, Jeremy. You are a
yeah.
club breaker.
Now, look, there is redemption from that area of your life. You know, you
Like
can
if you
redeem
give the
yourself.
club to your friend that you broke.
There you
Oh,
go.
That redeems you.
I
Yeah.
mean, the
So there you go.
I've
Yeah,
got
now
an-
you
I've
have to
got
give
an
that 5 wood
adapter.
to someone else.
I'm in the
No,
clear.
I've got an adapter. I've got a really good head.
So who are you giving it to?
A really good grip.
Who are you
Oh,
going to
I'm
give it
junior
to?
golf.
I'm putting my
Donate it
UST
to
red
junior
back in
golf.
it, and
Okay, so that's not soul golf.
what's not
You need to
golf?
give
That's
that club to someone and get the new sim too.
Yeah,
I
you
need
to. If you snapped it, like Jeremy snapped his, he gave it to me. Now you have to give it to someone else.
I didn't. I think you got it out of the garbage can. But either way,
I definitely got it out of the
It
cart
changed
basket. I
hands.
know that. Yeah. Now that if you want to be redeemed as a soul golfer in the future,
I don't
that has
care
the
to be
club
a
has
soul
to be given.
golfer.
Well, all right. Well, we're growing, man. We're growing. Army of one's turning into an army of many.
I like this club, and I was mad at the shaft.
Okay, Shaft's fault. I get it.
100%. 100%.
It's not
so,
true.
So why get? Of course, it's not true. It's fucking me. But at that time, at that moment, this piece of shit shaft,
IJAG.
it had to go, and it's gone.
IJAG.
And so now I'll have a nice Ventus or a UST link red in there come
IJAG.
Saturday, and no.
That's all I gotta say.
I like
IJAG.
that.
It's like the WW what would Jesus do thing. We're gonna start
Mhm.
we're gonna get some
IJAG.
bracelets that say IJAG.
Some shirts. I jag.
I'd like
Jag
that.
off.
I jag off.
I jag off. It's just a game off.
Oh, that's $1 million shirt right there. I jag off.
Coming soon.
There's your next one, Joe. But throw that chippy right here, Chippy Dice
Yeah.
Man. I jag off. He's happy because he jags off. Oh,
man.
that's fucking funny. So. No, the reason for all that is I'm going through some swing changes, and if anybody has ever gone through some swing changes, you know that once you're grinding it in and then you take that to the course, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be bad. and no matter what, you're going to have some bad outings, and it's how well you can learn from the bad and stick with it. It's super easy to just revert back to what you know. And all the changes that I've gone through over the years, it's gotten better after each, this lull where you go down and then you rise back up to the game you can play. And
Yeah.
I have people say, "Hey, you're playing really well. What are you doing?" And it's like, well, I saw a flaw in my swing that's costing me going from, a high single to a low single.
Yeah. Q for
And
P. Q for P.
what's Q for P now?
Quest for perfection.
Oh, not perfection. Quest for par. I'll go quest for par. Not perfection. But yeah, and I played Friday, and the changes, I had a couple bad swings, but I could feel that they were really working. And after starting somewhat okay, I was 2 over through 4 holes, not awful, and then in the fairway on a really tough dogleg hole, just to shit the bed the next couple holes. It just
Yeah.
a moment of weakness. That's what it was. But
I feel you. I mean, when I started playing, like I really focused heavy on my swing, feels like really trying to like dive deep into YouTube and like and that's what probably helped me get to the level I got to at one point. And now I obviously don't care as much as I used to because I just enjoy playing the game and I love spending time with the homies and I like playing new golf courses and I like the architecture of things and like trying to plot my way around places and courses. But I did see like John Daly the other day, like talking about, I mean, he comes up all the time, like 150 and in, 150 and in, 150 and in. I mean, and that is a lot of the game. Like that's a huge part. Like even
absolutely.
if your like driver goes out, you punch out to 150 or wherever 160, 120, wherever it is, whatever the yardage on the hole is. If you feel comfortable from that spot, like, do you guys think it is all swing? Like, Matt, do you think it's all swing or do you think it's yardage and 150 and in? Like, are you in a hole of like swing dynamics? Like, does my swing have to fit my shot or do I need to be in this spot or do I need to be able to hit it to a spot if I'm 150 and in? Do you,
Like,
what I'm
are you
getting at
talking?
is, yeah, is John Daly correct or is swing mechanics more important to you?
No, I don't think swing mechanics are more important to me. I think what happened is I saw a flaw in my swing and that I wasn't aware. I thought I had eradicated it. I thought I had made some progress in getting rid of the early toss. Hey Dan, how you doing there, buddy?
Yeah, we're getting psychedelic.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Are we having some sound issues?
Nah, a little delay on his end. But that's
Currently
okay.
good. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. So I saw the swing flaw, and then when I see something like that, I get obsessive. It's like a compulsive obsessive disorder
Yeah.
where if it was a flaw that wasn't costing me accuracy and distance, I'm happy with the yardages that I hit my clubs. I'm not like,
Yeah.
my 7-iron is my 155, 160 club. I'm not a beast. I don't hit it, 200 yard 7-iron. That's just not me. And I'm okay with that. It
Yeah.
does not bother me. I'm not I
Yeah.
have to hit it further. But when I see this early throwing of the club and knowing
It
that
irks you.
my dynamic loft is 0 or like you said, negative.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, that's costing me, the a 9-iron versus a 7-iron. Why would I not want to improve that?
No,
And
I just
so,
want to say, like, is it like this? This is shift in tectonic plates. This is fucking San Francisco earthquake. This is, there's two sides of the story. I don't know where I'm going.
I don't
Anyway.
know either.
Do you focus on your swing, or do you play your swing? Because that is what it is. It's, do you play your swing, or do you find your swing?
Think about this last round that we just played. I've been hitting a draw for 2 months.
Yes, I do see that.
This adjustment that I'm making right now, it's turned into a fade. So yeah, I was playing the fade.
Hard to commit to that.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, but I knew, hey, all I got to do is go back to my old setup, and I'm gonna hit that draw. And visually for me, that's what I want to see. That's what I visualize as a draw when I look at a hole and I'm visualizing the shot. So it's like it causes anxiety when I'm hitting a fade and I'm not visualizing it. So standing up there the other day on the range and I'm hitting these fades, I'm like, okay, hey, today we're playing a fade. So I wasn't gonna try and in the middle of a round figure out why the ball's not drawing. It's just, hey, right now this setup, I'm just gonna stick with it, work on it, and just keep it going.
Well, yeah, you have to really dive deep and like commit to everything that you're doing on your swing for sure, 100%. But I'm just, as a friend, I just want you to play your game, whatever game that is, I just want you to play your game.
This is an intervention.
Yes, this is an intervention. So all I gotta do is break a club, and you guys are all of a sudden my friends now.
Yeah, we're worried about you. Now we are worried about you. That's the
downward spiral.
There's no reason to worry. I am fine.
All right. I just want you to know that we care about you. We love you. Play your game.
And gosh darn it, people like me.
Enjoy it. It's just a game. I jag.
Hey,
in your head. I jag.
I had a blast yesterday. I had an absolute blast. I, played like a fucking rookie, but I had a blast. And I even said it. I said, this sucks playing bad golf at one of your favorite courses in town. But hey, that's the cards that were dealt in my hand yesterday. And
you should have seen me at Whitehorse. Fucking, I lost 30
I
balls.
didn't because I wasn't invited.
You were invited. You had to take Emma to fucking college trips. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Are you going to Bannon next year? You're
of course. Yeah, I got to get knee surgery, but
that's true. Yeah.
Dude, I went to go meet Brooklyn at the bus stop today because her high school bus stop's like kind of far from the house, and so she walks a long way by herself. And so I said, I'll meet you so you're not walking alone. And I left the neighborhood and I was walking up the hill, and I'm like, I couldn't walk Bannon right now. There's no way. So I need to seriously get this thing looked at. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Jeremy started taking collagen pills. Turmeric.
Hey, I'm a pound away from 200 pounds. So I'm close.
Congrats.
I'm close. And look, Joe, I actually got to bring this out the closet.
Nice. Because I've been drinking too much beer.
Mine hasn't fit since I got it. So I was like, I have a stack of shirts, and I'm like, oh, this is the You're Too Fat stack. Nice. Let's pull. So I've been wearing those all week.
Yeah, it's a great shirt. All
right, so let's get into some PGA Tour talk. The first round of the playoffs took place out in Memphis. Nothing like 99% humidity on a 100-degree day. Fell for those boys, man. A couple caddies didn't make it all 18 couple days. We know the heat. We don't know the humidity. So the times that we have been out in the Midwest and the South, when the humidity and the heat is there, I feel for you guys. So
yeah, need a lot of liquid IV, a lot of relight, needed a lot of salt.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, relight's the way to go. Hey, and Trey Golf, our buddy Trey has a discount code, so
hey,
follow him. He's got 50% off. It's in his bio. 15.
50? Oh, 15.
Yeah,
50 is a damn good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so Taylor Montgomery missed out couple spots. He was close. Played a good round on Sunday to try and get there, but fell 2 points shy. So does not get to advance onto this event. Kurt Kitayama, however, other UNLV kid, is in the top 50, so he is there. He's in the 33 spot. Some of the other notables that are on the bubble. Thigala's at 31. Justin Rose is at 32. Seamus Powers is at 35. Matt Fitzpatrick is at 40. Cam Young is at 46. Matsuyama is 47. And Patrick Rogers is the person who sneaked in the number 50 spot. Did you watch much golf?
Only a little on Saturday for me.
It was kind of nice because it was on that rain delay all morning while we were golfing. And then so I got home and got to watch the whole end of it. It was pretty nice. Freaking Lucas Glover. Who knew?
Back
Who
to
knew?
back. Did you see that
He's
thing
balling.
where it said if you would have parlayed him going back to back for $100, you would have won $828,000?
Holy.
I mean, that's a stretch. Like nobody did that. Nobody was
No.
going to do that, but I mean, you would have been a millionaire almost.
Wow. Yeah, no one was
Just
expecting him.
just lathered in fucking sunscreen and Link Soul gear. Like, just he looked white, bro.
Did you see his pants?
Oh my goodness, it was
Yeah,
horrible.
Did
It
you
looked
see
like
the meme where it
No,
said
no.
he looks like a Five Guys fries bag?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it totally does.
That's a good one.
It's not a good look.
No, it wasn't a good look at all.
Mhm.
So bad.
Something.
Well, Dan, the father of the color changing FootJoy polos. I mean, that probably would have been you.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. in the
Your
sweater.
light gray FootJoys turn into dark gray quick when it's humid.
I provide my own camo patterns.
Yeah, your sweat glands go, nope, we're out. Like
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
yesterday I'm like, whoo, man, it's getting just a little warm out here. And I look over at you and you look drenched.
Yeah, my whole entire back was soaked.
Yeah, just turns into camo real quick. Just you're a chameleon, bro. You're a chameleon.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that I don't sweat in the seats area. You know.
That was so
That's
bad.
That'd be the last thing I want. Why's your ass all wet?
Oh.
Sat in some Modelo or something.
Yeah. Oh, I spilled something. Sorry, don't worry about it. It'll dry off.
It smells like funk. Oh yeah,
Shit yourself?
were those Lynx wear pants?
I'm assuming so. I mean,
Right, where's the shirt?
where's the shirt? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would assume so. I mean, he's been around a while, so he's probably close friends with John Ashworth. I would think so.
That was just crazy weather. I mean, that was nuts that those guys had to play in that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they were playing in some rough shit. I mean, and that goes to show Lucas Glover, like that's got to be a really fucking hard tournament to win in that kind of humidity and that kind of heat, like
Yeah.
and grinding it out like that.
And
like,
a back-to-back?
dude, I mean, I probably would have gave up personally. I mean, that's at what it was 110 with
You would have
humidity.
given up? Shut up.
110 in that humidity, 100% humidity almost.
It was 99 degrees. The the real field was 109.
I mean,
Joe,
it's like
IJAG. Come on.
I mean, it is just
It's
a
just
game.
a game.
But like, that's
Wait,
the thing.
so you're giving up
wouldn't
all these
quit.
FedEx Cup points and a chance to go to the
Time out.
finals and win $10
Time
million?
Sam out.
It's
That's
just
the
a
thing.
game.
That's the thing. It is just a game, but I'm just a human. I'm just a life. Like, do I want to die?
Ija?
Do I want to die?
Well, I mean, if you feel like you're gonna die, then you do a
Exactly. If
You
I
know,
felt
you
like I
just
was gonna
pass
die,
out.
yes. If I felt like I was gonna die, I would probably call it quits. But I would play.
yeah.
I mean,
gotta
You
play, gotta play.
could fan yourself off with the $3 million you win, Joe.
Yeah.
Right?
I would have been
right.
down for that for sure.
Hey, did you get the new William Hill
Hold on.
app?
So
Have
is
you
he?
checked it?
Hold on. So is he Ryder Cup now?
No. God,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Not
God
even
no.
a
Okay.
captain's pick?
I mean, he's hot, so do you take the hot player?
I think you
Why
do.
not?
I
If
mean,
he's hot and the Ryder Cup's what, in a month and a half? If he's hot, he's hot.
we'll see how he does at Olympia Fields, and if he's still playing hot, then hell yeah, I had no problem with it. But after 2 wins, one of the events, not really a big one. We'll see.
I
We'll
think
see.
I think he would
just
be
won
valuable
against.
because he's older and he's
Yeah.
won U.S. Open at Bethpage, right?
Yep.
And I don't know. I mean, he
So
doesn't
what if
have
he
the
wins- what if he
Ryder
wins
Cup
the Tour
experience,
Championship?
but yeah, I mean,
If he
I think
wins
Then
the
you
Tour
have to pick him.
Championship?
If you have to pick him, then
Yeah.
yeah, you have to pick him.
Oh, he'll have
Yeah.
enough points if he does that because they get extra points for the playoffs. So, I mean, he moved up 32 spots.
Yeah.
So, but he's still way back. So,
To me, I think Zach Johnson's going to pick the homies first, though.
yeah.
If I have a read on Zach Johnson, he's going to pick the homies.
So who's he taking?
The homies.
Who's
Whoever
the
his
homies?
homies are.
Oh,
Whoever
his
his homies are.
Does he have
Not my
any?
homies, because then we'd
Yeah,
all
yeah,
be
does he
playing
have
Ryder
homies?
Cup.
Does he have homies? I thought he doesn't seem like a liked person on the PGA Tour.
I think he's
Yeah.
liked. He just doesn't seem. He's an under the radar guy. Seems
Yeah,
boring.
He probably like invites him to the fucking secret underworld parties. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if I have a read on Zach Johnson, he's picking the people that he's closest with, is what I'm saying. And whoever they are. I don't know who they are, but like if I was captain and you got and Matt was 180th in the fucking FedEx Cup points, I'd probably pick him.
Aw,
Even
no,
though
you
he
wouldn't.
fucking would break a shit ton of shafts during the Ryder Cup.
You break
but-
one shaft. You break one shaft.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I would want to be out there with my homies because it's soul golf. Like we're playing in Rome, and I want the
But
homies there.
it's for the Ryder Cup. You wouldn't take the better player?
It's just a game, bro.
What if they pick Phil?
Hi, Jag.
Oh Lord.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Phil
Hey,
Mickelson on the
Phil's
Ryder
not
Cup.
coming, bro. Phil's
Did you
out.
get the new William Hill app?
No, but I did see an email. I haven't even logged in because
Okay.
hockey's not here yet. So
Jeremy's got to bounce soon, so I wanted to have you
go.
go over the odds and for this tournament. And he won the week because he had Candidly. He freaking Joe.
Dude,
you,
I thought
had,
he was going to do it.
you had a chance. I had Seb Straka. He did terrible. I only got 18 points for that. Joe had Fleetwood. He finished third. 650 points you got for that, which really bumped you up. But then Jeremy has Candidly. He gets 1,200 points for that. So Jeremy now has a 1,500 point lead on Joe, 2,200 point lead on me. I am going to need back-to-back FedEx Cup playoff wins to even have a chance. So you know who I'm picking.
Yeah, I don't have I logged in. I don't have an update notification or anything like that. I don't think it's ready yet. Do you have it?
I haven't looked.
Yeah, I don't think it's ready yet. I think
I
it's
thought it was coming out today. So
No,
maybe
I think
maybe
it's
tonight at midnight.
Yeah, I think it's the 14th at midnight or 15th at midnight. So we're gonna get it soon. But
right.
your odds for the BMW Championship, your favorite, Rory McIlroy 6.5 to 1, John Rahm 7 to 1, Scheffler 7.5 to 1, Cantlay, Victor Hovland 12 to 1, Max Homa 14 to 1, Xander 20 to 1, Tommy Fleetwood 22 to 1, Colin Morikawa 25 to 1, Jordan Spieth, who Jeremy's probably gonna pick, 28 to 1, Lucas Glover 30 to 1, Matsuyama 33 to 1, Tony Finau and Matt Fitzpatrick, along with Cameron Young and Ricky Fowler, as well as Sung J M and Terrell Hatton 35 to 1, Corey Connors, Brian Harmon, Russell Henley, Tom Kim 40 to 1, Byung Hun An 45 to 1, Sam Burns 50 to 1. All the way at the bottom, we got Seamus Power 175 to 1.
Wow. Seamus is last?
Yep.
Wow. All right. All right, Jeremy, who you picking?
I'm going Patrick Cantlay, 3-peat.
Ooh.
12 to 1. Fuck Patrick.
Pecans.
I'm a closet Patrick Cantlay fan.
You better be closet on that one.
Oh, we lost Dan again. Good.
12 to 1 for Patrick Cantlay.
12 to 1. All right. Joe, who you taking?
I'm going to go with, I don't know yet. Do you want to pick? You can pick if you want.
Okay,
First.
I'm taking Rahm.
Taking Rahm 7 to 1.
Yep. I need a win don't care about the bonus. I need points, and yeah. So I'm taking Rom.
All right. I'm gonna go. Damn, I'm between two really distant players, between Scheffler and Fowler.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't really go this deep or this far in the odds. I don't go that chalk. So I just feel like Scheffler's putting has to come around soon. And if Scheffler dropped, I've said this I've said this before. Like if he would have dropped 12 more putts this year, he would have won 12 more tournaments.
The cup was an 1/8 inch wider. He'd
Oh
have
yeah,
5 more wins.
yeah. If I mean, he just it's been right there. So does he find it that this week? That's where I'm at right now. But I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna just go Ricky Fowler. Try to get some bonus points.
All right.
Where was he at? 35-1. He released the card suit clubs today, the TB5s picks. So that's a little Vegas style. So he
Yeah, I
went
like
all in
it.
today. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but
No.
I'm going Ricky.
All right.
Let's go.
Dan. So make a pick. And you got a chance. I don't know. We'll give you a head start into next season.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think he played pretty well this week, and if I remember correctly, he played pretty well at Olympia. Feels the
Yes.
next tournament. Yeah. Anyway, I have Corey Connors. I'm gonna roll with Corey Connors.
Corey Connors, 40-1.
Nice.
I like
pick.
it. Little Canadian.
Yeah, I think he finished top 10 this week, and I think he finished top 10 there last year, if I remember correctly. So maybe this week.
So let's see here. Data Golf.
He's a baller.
Data Golf has him middle of the field. Middle of the field. He's down. He's down there. They got Scheffler, McIlroy, Rahm, Cantley, Schauffele, Hovland, Terrell Hatton, Tommy Fleetwood are their tops. They have Tom Hoagie, the sandwich. That's who I swear that's who Joe picked when he said Tommy last week. So I may have to go back and re-listen to the tapes.
Nope.
Take some of his points away. But then, yeah, Seamus Powers and Brendan Todd down at the bottom.
I haven't picked Tom Hoagie since he won, bro. Tommy's close, though. Tommy Fleetwood is close, man. Like,
oh, he's so close.
Did you see that thing where he was like the highest winner PGA money list without a win?
Without a win, yep. Longest on tour.
I think, dude, just Tommy, get a fucking win, man. Like, dude has a beast of a swing. We all love watching it. I know that, guaranteed. And everybody that listens, I know you like watching Tommy Fleetwood swing a golf club. I just want to see him. I just want to see him bring one home, man. And I thought he almost did it at the Open. Calling it now. Mm-hmm. Tommy Fleetwood, 2024 Open winner. Let's go.
Whoa, bold early prediction.
Yep.
I like it.
Winner. Put your mortgage on it. Garen fucking teed.
Oh, here we go.
As erratic as you are mentally.
Yeah, there it is. Wow. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out to Omar from Think Media. I played with him and Matt Plummer. If you watched Think Media at all on YouTube, they help entrepreneurs grow their YouTube and social media accounts. So I've been watching some of his videos over the last couple of days, just trying to get a better idea of how we can go about growing this channel, growing the podcast in a lot of different aspects. They had a thing about these headphones, so I don't have the big bulky headphones on anymore. Trying to make my old ass look a little bit more appealing. Got some new lights in the background to add it up a little bit. Hopefully, let's see, where's Joe? He is like, let's see, where is he there on the thing? Yeah. Hopefully his ass will take some pointers from this and go, wow, I need to stop looking like I'm calling in from a bunker.
Hey, we just need some sponsors. So anybody out in Las Vegas, like, hey, we talk Las Vegas golf all the fucking time. We collaborate with people that own businesses. from every industry in VGN. Like,
got Brad Thompson coming on later on this week. So
we're here every single fucking week. We're here to talk about your business or your product or whatever it is. And if you need products, you can go to hittinggreens.com. I got a couple shirts on there.
promote yourself.
But
Promote
no,
it.
seriously, like, hey, we're here every single week. Like,
Shippy dice, man.
we have a pretty loyal listener base. We average 400 listens per week, roughly, right? 350 to 450 every week. High episodes are 1,000, and we're strictly Vegas based. We talk a lot of Vegas, and we're here for you. We rep Vegas really hard, and I know we should probably go think more globally, but
Well,
we're
do stuff
Vegas
like,
residents.
Hubs Nuts. We give them a shout out every now and then.
Yeah, and we'll give you a shout out. But
We got
hey,
friends at PXG.
yeah, we know Eric Greenlee. Like, he's got to know a lot of people in Brazil or something. I don't know.
We talk shafts.
Brazil.
Yeah. GolfWorks gets a lot of business from Matt because he
Yep.
snaps shafts, and
I don't snap a lot of shafts.
well,
It's
you
the
started
first
it
one.
too.
No,
We're
it's
just
the
worried.
first one.
We're worried about you.
We're worried.
It was a snap heard around the world.
It was
Yeah.
a snap.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved to
Anyway.
like somebody out enjoying their Sunday morning coffees, watching that, going, "The hell just happened?"
Anyway,
YouTube.
we are here for the Vegas culture. We're here for the Vegas Golf Network, the Vegas Golf aspect. Anybody that listens, you can hit us up anytime. We're here to give you recommendations. We're here to take recommendations if we're traveling to your area, and we're down to play golf with you anytime. Should we wait for Dan to get back before we give the outro?
Oh, we can ramble
Yeah.
on for a few.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
go
do you got to
for it.
bounce? I know you.
No,
Jeremy
I
has a
got
call.
some, I
You're
got
good?
some more time.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Shit, now I don't know what to talk about. No, so Omar, he is looking at the pages and gonna let me know, give some insight on what he thinks that we could do. But we're trying to put some content out here. If let us know what you want to see, let us know what you want to hear. You want to see more about the Vegas courses. I've been posting a lot of shorts, just showing off our golf swings. I think if everybody knows who we are, it's a little bit easier to connect with us. Not so much like crazy funny content or anything. It's just golf, just us golfing. The stuff I'm going to start throwing some of Dan's videos on there since he's a part of the crew now.
That's gonna bring a lot of people in.
Dan has got one of the sexiest swings in the
Just
history
that
of golf.
fucking piercing ass little bitch. Like,
Dude, Dan, did you like your Rio Seco video? I mean,
I did.
holy crap. And if you watch it on YouTube, because I try to upload high quality on YouTube, it is an amazing golf shot. Just crushed it. That one drive, not the one you peek at and look that was going left, but the other one on 11. What was that? A 340-yard drive? I mean,
327.
320. Oh, sorry.
I think it was 307 because we were technically playing from the blues or the whites.
Yeah, that
I
one.
heard you say
Yeah,
345, Dan. I was like, well, we're technically playing up a little bit.
We are Joe, quick to
I
did outdrive Joe a couple times yesterday too. So
it was off the heel, bro.
Yeah. Hey, your off the heel is not as good as my shitty fade.
No,
Crappy
your
swing.
good ones were past my heel shots.
Oh, is that what? Oh, they were good. I had good ones. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Dan, thank you so much, brother. We're glad you're here. We're gonna get all the technicalities and the issues taken care of, so don't sweat it. You should go back and listen to the first episode of this show. It was bad. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was in a car, I think. No, that was probably episode 5.
No, that was later on. That was me testing stuff
Hey,
out.
we're driving to the PGA show right now. We're in a car.
It was live. It was live from the Mercedes-Benz studio.
I remember that. Yeah.
Oh.
My first appearance was with Ryan Golf.
Yeah, Brian Golf. We had a round table in the backyard. It was freezing.
Yeah.
It was in February. Yeah. That was That was a while ago.
Yeah. Hey, we've come a long way. We have come a long way. A lot of diversity overcome, and we've found ourselves. Matt might need a little more finding after snapping a club this past weekend.
What if me snapping the club was me finding myself?
Yeah, that's right. It could be.
Did you
snapped
ever think of
a little
that?
chicken and a biscuit, and then welcome to your life.
I am fuck soul golf. I'm hostile golf.
Well, that would go towards do host life.
Yeah. I hate golf.
Yeah, that might be a little different.
All right, so the iJag shirts coming soon.
Yeah. The moniker. The crest. We're gonna get a crest with the iJag, and it's gonna be sick. We're gonna start a whole society.
iJag
all over the world. It's gonna be similar to Random Golf Club, but way more spiritual.
Way more spiritual than Eric Anders Lang.
Way more culty.
Sponsored by the E-Sando.
E-Sandos everywhere. I mean, we're gonna have like salt that you put in your hand, and you spread across your face, rip out your pores. Like just a lot of cool shit happening.
Rip out your pores.
The rails have officially come off. All right, Joe. Let's end this nonsense and bring us home.
All right. Well, that was that. That was the Chasing Daylight podcast this week. Jeremy's got to get on a call with India. Thanks to Dan for joining us. He'll be here every week, completing the foursome.
The foursome is complete.
So, yeah, if you want to invite us to your club, you're out. So
yeah, sorry, we kind of screwed ourselves there, but I don't think we ever really took advantage of the three of us. So
hey, a couple times.
Yeah.
Shout out Matt, snapping clubs, but being able to fit into his Band of Solstice shirt. So
that's right.
Shout out Chippy Dice, man, and thank you for tuning in every single week. We're here every Monday, 8:30 p.m. live on Instagram YouTube. And
maybe Instagram
episodes,
one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Never
know. Episodes are up every Wednesday at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell your friends. We talk golf. We talk a lot of bullshit. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time, but it's cool. And we thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Shout out Dan. He disappeared, but
again
hooked up, and we're going to be sounding
out.
really good.
Oh, here he is.
And
back.
We'll give the last words to Dan.
Send
us out, Dan. Go. Send us out.
Man of many words.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you send us out. I just finished the rant.
Dude, dude, this thing just froze on me.
So. Dan's new iPhone user.
Guys,
so.
Yeah, so far I'm not happy with it.
Oh no. Well, you got one that's 10 years old, so
you got to baptize the show. So send us out.
Anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate you letting me join the group, and we'll see y'all and everybody next week. May your drives be straight and your birdies plentiful.
I like it.
Later.
Later.